What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I want to talk about the Detroit Lions because I think they're going to have a very fun season upcoming. I love Dan Campbell as the head coach. The depth chart has improved over last season, and like they got some offensive firepower now. They really revamped the defense. And I think this team, I'm not going to say they're a playoff team or anything like that, but I think they could win 8 or 9 games and be fighting for that seven seed. And, that might sound like a lot, but I'm going to show you why with the schedule and with the depth chart right now. Okay. Before I do that, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of content, please like the video. I don't want this video to be a hot take. Just follow my logic and let me know if you agree or disagree as we go. All right, cool. So here we have the depth chart, right? Quarterback, we all know this, Jared Goff, who is, he's okay. He's not going to be a league winner or anything like that. He's not going to be an MVP. He's an okay quarterback. That's fine. Deandre Swift at running back, he's awesome. One of the best pass catching backs in the league, can run too. He's, just a quality running back. Trying to get him in my fantasy teams this year. Jamal Williams is a very, very good number 2. And then Justin Jackson as your number 3 is really good. I'm a Charger fan and an Eagle fan too, but Chargers, Justin Jackson was able to make some big plays last season. He's got great jukes, whatnot. He's a good player, good backup, third running back option, whatever you want to call him. Okay. Wide receiver, Amon Ra St. Brown. He is amazing. Came on, exploded at the end of last season, showed his talent. He's a beast. I can't wait to see what he has in store for this season. DJ Chark coming off those injuries at one point was very, very good in his career. So we're going to see if he's able to, stay healthy and bounce back. But really the winner here, other than Amon Ra St. Brown, is Jameson Williams, because if you watch that guy in college, you know that they drafted one of the most electric, explosive receivers to come out in recent years. And the thing with him is he blew his knee in the title game in college. So he's coming off that ACL injury, and they're looking at it. Looks like, I'll read off the quote. Here's the quote. NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero reported on Inside Training Camp Live Tuesday that first rounder probably starts his rookie season on the NFI list, and the likely timeline for his return is around November. Okay, so he's probably going to miss about the first 2 months of the season, so the first 8 games or so. And they want to be careful with him because obviously a knee injury is a very serious thing. But they're taking it slow, but you're going to see why they're taking it slow, especially on that schedule, okay? So, Jameson Williams, I think he's going to be awesome as a pro. Can't wait to see him play. TJ Hawkinson, one of the best tight ends in the league. Taylor Decker is a solid left tackle. I don't know much about Jonah Jackson. I know he's been in the league for a couple years, but I don't really have a great opinion on him. Frank Ragnow is one of the best centers in the entire league. Vaitai, my Eagles tie here. Vaitai's a good guard. He's solid. He's not going to lose you games. He's not going to win you games or anything like that, but he's quality. And then Penei Sewell, who came on, especially in the last half of last season, where he really started to show his dominance, why he got picked so high. So they've got a solid O-line, with 4 to 5 just good players, at least at the minimum. So I think you can't go wrong right there. And then the defense is where they really had to revamp last season, because they were getting 40-balled in a lot of their games and stuff like that. So they really revamped the defense. Romeo Okwara, coming off of an injury, but a couple years ago he did have a 10-sack season, so he does have some potential if he's able to get back healthy. Charles Harris is another really, really good one. Last season, he had 7.5 sacks. So if you're looking at the pass rushing potential on that end over there, they got some weapons. Obviously, they drafted Aidan Hutchinson. Hopefully, he's going to be a game changer for that defense. You don't draft him as high as they did for that not to happen. And, he's shown in college that he's a monster. And, there's for whatever reason, a lot of hate going towards him. Don't understand it. Someone can inform me on that. I don't know why. Josh Pascal, love this guy, okay? Read more about him after the draft. This guy had cancer in college and then came back and was a 3-year captain. So I'm really excited to see how he comes out. I believe it's his rookie year. I'm really excited to see how this guy, just how his career goes, because the narrative and the story along him is beautiful. Coming back from what he's been through, awesome. Alan McNeil, pretty decent rookie year last year. He kind of solidified himself as being a nose tackle in this league, or being someone that should be starting for them. So I understand why they didn't really draft too many positions, didn't really draft a lot around that. But he showed that he was quality, and they drafted well with him. Michael Brockers, about him. He's been around for a while. He's been good pretty much his entire career. He's a quality player, good end. Next to Aidan Hutchinson, that's going to be a nasty side. So I can't wait to see how that blows up for the opposing team's O lines, because that's going to be really hard to stop. Alex Anzalone, really solid bit of linebacker in my opinion. He's a ball hawk, not a ball hawk, but he goes where the ball is a lot of times. He can make plays. I like him. Jeff Okudah. This is one that has pained me for a couple years, because he got picked super high in the draft. I think he was like a top 8 pick or something. Okay, I'm stupid. He was a top 3 pick. I don't know why I thought he was top 8, but he was top 3. And I knew he got picked high. Whatever. I'm wrong. Cool. He's been marred by injuries to start his career. This is going to be his third year. He tore his Achilles in week 1 last year and looks like he's back healthy now. I really hope he stays healthy because obviously they did invest a ton into him being a top 3 pick. And, coming out of college, he was talented as hell. So it's really just been about staying on the field for him. Obviously, we didn't really even get to see him at all last season because, he did tear the Achilles in week 1. So, he's coming back. He's fresh. He's coming into camp healthy, I believe. So I'm really curious to see how his season goes. But the funny thing is, I don't know how to say this guy's name all that well, so I'm probably going to butcher this super bad. But he's amazing, okay? Amani Oruwariye. Amani Oruwariye. I'm trying here. I can't do it. Someone needs to pronounce it for me. But I know who he is because the guy had like 6 interceptions last season and was like a true standout on the defense last year. There's some crazy stats about him. Let me find him. Oruwariye. Is that how you say his name? I'm like sounding it out in my head right now while I find these stats, and it's I think that's how you say it. So I think I figured this out in the middle of the video. So with the 6 interceptions, he was number 3 in the league in that. I'm assuming that was probably behind Trayvon Diggs and like JC Jackson or something like that. So the passer rating that he allowed, like when he was targeted, was a 57.7. Okay. That was 9th best in the entire league last year. This is a 6'2", 205-pound corner that runs a 4.4. He's a beast. Okay. I'm telling you, people do not know about him. But if you watch Lions games, you know not to throw at that guy because it's getting picked and it's getting ran back. Something bad is going to happen if you target him. There's a reason the rating is so damn low. Okay. So I just wanted to give him a lot of love because he's so slept on. And I think as Lions fans, y'all know that. But just for the casual fan that doesn't know a lot about the Lions, watch this guy. Trust. Deshaun Elliott was a Raven. I think they've got a little bit of a connection here with like the Chris Board thing, So Deshaun Elliott, I like him as a safety. I think he's solid. I don't think he's a game breaker or anything like that. And then Tracy Walker has been a Lion his entire career. He's solid. They drafted Kirby Joseph. That's right. And I think it was a 3rd round. And he is one of he's a magnet to the ball. He breaks up everything in college, at least. I think he had a bunch of interceptions. The only thing why he was a 3rd rounder is he'd only had 1 great season in college. So I'm curious to see if that 1 season was like the truth. But I mean, in that season, he was damn good. So I'm not going to take that away from him. Last season, they just didn't have it. And honestly, it would help if Okudah stays healthy because then they'd have at corner. If Okudah shows his potential and recovers well, they're going to be locked down back there. And then they're going to have a nasty pass rush with Brockers, Hutchinson, Harris, Pascal, Okwara. Like their defense got a lot better. So I don't think they're going to be getting 40 balled a lot like they were last season. And the offense, they got weapons. Deandre Swift, Jameson Williams, TJ Hawkinson, Amon Ra St. Brown, Chark, Jameson Williams when he gets back. Okay. So that's why I think this team is going to be good. Now let's look at the schedule. And these are like my loose predictions. So I think they probably lose week 1 against Philly. I just taken Philly in that. Maybe my bias kicks in. I don't know. I think they beat the Commanders. That's 1 win. I think they probably lose to the Vikings. I really like the Vikings this season. So that they're 1-2 there. I think they smashed the Seahawks. I think they got 2 wins there. The Patriots, I think they could win that game. I'm not gonna say definitively yet, so I'm gonna say technically a loss here. So they still got 2 wins, then they have the bye, and then I think this is when you can start to see the Jameson Williams rumors start to burn up a little bit because it'll be right after the bye. It'll be towards the end of October, and he's supposed to return right around November, so it could happen. Cowboys will probably be a loss, and then you got the Dolphins probably going to be a loss. So they have like a little bit of a brutal stretch here with these 3 games, right? And then the Packers, that's probably another loss. So those 4 games, right? My prediction not looking too great, right? Okay. Look at the second half of the schedule with its 2 wins that I have predicted for him after week 9. I think they beat the Bears. I think the Bears are going to be really bad. So that's 3 wins. I think they beat the Giants. The Giants are probably going to be pretty bad. That's 4 wins. The Bills are a Super Bowl contender. I'm going to take the Bills in that one. So still at 4 wins. I think they beat the Jags. That's 5 wins. The Vikings, they'll probably lose because I do like the Vikings a lot this season. So then you got the Jets. Yeah, that's 6 wins. You got the Panthers. That's 7 wins, in my opinion. And then you got the Bears. That's 8 wins. And then you had the flexibility of maybe they beat the Patriots earlier in the season. You never know how this stuff's going to break down. But in my head, I can see 8 or 9 wins for this team, and I wouldn't be surprised. Now, which 8 or 9 they actually win, we'll see. Because, you never know if they upset the Bills or something, or they upset the Cowboys or upset the Packers. Anything can happen. That's the beauty about football. And, injuries and stuff play a part. So we'll never know. The Giants could be a completely different team. The Bills can be a completely different team by week 12. And if Jameson Williams is coming back in November, look where that is. That's basically the Packers, which is that one rough game. But then you have the Bears, the Giants. The Bills are good. Like, they have a really soft back end of the schedule where he would be back. So I think that if you're following my train of logic there, I think they can win 8 or 9 games. What do you think? Do you think they got 8 or 9 games in them? Or do you think, nah, this is a 3-win team like it was last year? Personally, I hope that doesn't happen. I'm really rooting for Dan Campbell. I love Jameson Williams. Amon Ra St. Brown's amazing. Deandre Swift's awesome. Hawkinson's a beast. They got a lot to look forward to. If you're a Lions fan, I don't think you're in for the brutal season that y'all dealt with last year. I think this is going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun year. So Lions fans, NFL fans, whoever you are, let me know what you think of this team and their what they'll do next season. Do you think they're going to be a good team? Do you think they'll be fun to watch? Do you think they're just going to be horrible again? What do you think? Are you rooting for Dan Campbell like me? Are you rooting for Jameson Williams to come back and explode? Let me know how you're feeling. Lions fans especially, I'm very curious because I think you guys are finally going to be in for a fun season for the first time in quite a while. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, please click the like button. I really, really appreciate it. Subscribe as well. I love that even more. And let me know how you're feeling. But that's all. I'm excited for this team. Thank you for watching. Peace.